Hello YouTube, Faintest of Breath here. This isn't going to actually be a comic video. I'm kind of going to step away from that for a second, bring a little bit something different. What you're seeing here is a drawing that I have done, a sketch, traditional art with pencil. And I thought for this video I would show off, some more of what it is that I do. I've mentioned in different videos that I do artwork. And it is a hobby. I do it, from time to time. I do get burned out easily, but occasionally I do, pick up the pencil, or I'll get on Photoshop and make some stuff. And so I thought I'd show, because I have a DeviantArt channel and I upload everything there. I thought that I would show you some of the stuff that I've printed off. So what you're seeing here is Toshiro Hitsugaya. It's from a wallpaper, and a lot of these I got from either wallpapers or maybe somebody on DeviantArt had a picture and I said, hey, can I do a can I do a copy of it, a reference or something like that. And so mostly what I do is manga or anime style, and I have one picture in here that's actually from a comic book, which well, I should say American, because anime or manga is Japanese comic books. So these have been done throughout the years, and this one is actually my most popular one on DeviantArt, and it's from the scene whenever Naruto finally beats Pain, I believe, and Kakashi's taking him back to the village. And then we have Link turned into a wolf. It's funny, I actually didn't know that was Link turned into a wolf until after I'd already made the picture and uploaded it online. Then we have a original that I did of Vulpix, completely original. We have my first ever completely digital picture that I did. This is, of course, Kiba Nakamaru. Most of this you're going to see is from Naruto. So, I thought it'd just be cool just to kind of show off what it is I do, So we have Roy Mustang, the only picture that I've done for Full Metal Alchemist. Somebody actually requested me to do a picture of him, so. And then I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so we got two different versions of Arcanine, my second all-time favorite Pokemon. We have the fully colored version, and then I did a little bit of manipulating in Photoshop and did this black and white with a graphic pen setting, I believe it was. Then we have my all-time favorite Pokemon. Oh, the memories. And then, of course, everybody knows who this is. We got Pikachu. Actually, for this picture, the hat was the other direction, and I flipped it completely backwards for the picture just to add something different. Then we have Dragon Ball Z, which is what I drew the most of for years. And, of course, that's the first appearance of Goku. We have Trunks, Super Saiyan Trunks, the first time he shows up, launching the Burning Attack. Then we have probably my favorite Dragon Ball Z picture I've done. This was done by somebody on DeviantArt. And, I did my version of it, and then I took the original picture with all the shading and everything and added Photoshop color to it. And it's very messy in some places, but it's my first time using Photoshop, so I really like how it turned out. And then I did some interesting here. I did 3 different sketches of Neji Hyuga, and let's just show them off real quick. This is my most popular one on DeviantArt from the 3, which is probably the most, simple, probably because of the eye. And then I took them and combined them all into one picture. It didn't turn out quite as awesome as I would have hoped, but it was just an idea. I just wanted to try something different at the time. And then we have Natsu Drag Neil from Fairy Tail, one of my all-time favorite characters, easily in my top 5. And what I did, this is the original that I did, was a couple of editing tones on the computer, because what happens is when you take a picture with your phone and you upload it, you lose a lot of detail. So I did that, and then I did 3 different versions where I edited different things within the picture. And just different settings and stuff. I liked them too much. I liked the feel too much that I was getting from the picture, so I was like, why not? Let's just make all of them. So, and then we have the original 3 Sannin as kids, from left to right, of course: Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Tsunade. Then we have the Kyuubi, Ninetales, otherwise known as Kurama. I always name my Ninetales and Pokemon Kurama for that reason. Then we have Itachi. I started getting more into photoshopping with colors around this time. I liked how the eyes turned out, but you know, I was still struggling with getting the line art looking decent at the time. Then we have the Team 7. Then we have Hinata. Of course, this one is an iconic scene in the manga, and it's a very popular picture of mine on DeviantArt, I have to say. And then another Hinata. This was actually the first picture that really took off on my channel. Or well, it's not a channel, but a page, I guess you could say. My DeviantArt page. Then we have another Naruto. I printed off 40 of these sketches from my computer, and I plan to do more and eventually, but that'll be whenever I get back into drawing and stuff and start working more on a portfolio. Of course, I did have Bleach there with Ichigo, of course, and Byakuya. I've always liked how this turned out. So, one of my favorite pictures ever that I've done. Then, of course, Rukia, my favorite female protagonist from Bleach. Favorite female period, probably, from that show. And then we have a complete original by me, a dragon. I love dragons, and you know, it was a challenge. You know, I said, you know what, let's sit down, let's try to make an original. And this dragon, I do have some text up here at the top. This is an idea that I had for a story that I was writing that I've not touched in quite some time. I always get kind of, you know, interested in picking it back up again, doing writing. But then we have Sakura. Of course, and this was one of my bigger pictures too. This was when I really started experimenting with brushes on Photoshop. And yeah, it turned out really good. And then this one, this has been probably my favorite coloring job. A guy on DeviantArt had already done the line art, and I was like, hey, dude, can I take this and do a coloring of it? Because I wasn't really wanting to do sketches at the time. And he's like, yeah, sure. And so I did this, and in my opinion, it just turned out extremely well. So I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Same thing here. Somebody else had done the line art, and I said, hey, can I you know, can I color it? And she's like, yes. And around this time, I really started getting a handle on, and it's not really showing up well, but I was really getting a handle on shading hair and just textures and stuff like that in general. So, of course, Sasuke and Naruto, one of the top feuds or rivalries in anime. And then my one American comic book picture, Nightcrawler. And this is from the first Amazing X-Men comic that just came out, so really a favorite of mine. And then last but not least, the one I'm most proud of. This took me a week, but it was a complete original Hinata picture. Or not just Hinata, but it's a complete original, just period. And you know, it took me a week to come up with the, you know, the pose I wanted, and then, you know, kind of perfecting it. Then I took it into Photoshop and colored it, and, you know, added all this different stuff in the background and everything. And it's, like I said, a complete original. All I did was maybe look up a couple of ninja poses just to get the idea, you know, formulating in my head for sure what it was I was wanting to do. And then from there, just took off and did this. And, you know, I was real happy with how it turned out. The face isn't as great as I'd want it to be. I was kind of disappointed with that at the end, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with this, you know, doing this picture. So that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to kind of show off what it is, you know, I do. I do a lot of artwork and stuff like that, and I was actually considering that to be a job, you know, for a while, but it's just kind of hard to do that for a living. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up so it doesn't drag on too much longer, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys also, anybody that has subscribed, that has favorited videos, that has liked them, commented on them. I've picked up a lot of subscribers recently. You guys in the YouTube comic community have been supportive, Some of you guys are more well known and you subscribe to my channel, and I thank you very much for that. You know who you are. And until next time, famous a breath out. Excelsior.